choice to be like, no, it's okay. No, calling somebody a pedophile, whether you know they're not or are, I'm saying that's slander to another celebrity, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he said to anybody else, that could be considered, you know what I'm saying, bullying or something to somebody else.
Defamation.
But no, like if a gay dude walked up there and he ticks out and says fag, yo, to bleep the fuck out that shit. One, not even just you would have bleeped it out for him, you would have bleeped it out for your fucking selves, because you know that the gays would have came for your ass on that shit. How could you let him say that? How could you let him come out? He needs to apologize. And had they come out and been like, he needs to apologize, if he said something about some gay or some trans, and they were like, we need you to, I'm talking about that fucking day, he'd had an apology video.
Because that was my point. That was the point I made. I was like, bruh, if somebody else made the point, but it was like, if he would have had a tick and said like anti-Semitic slur, I'm talking about out the woodwork, before he would have even left the building, they'd have been like, yeah, no, we need you to apologize right now.
It is a camera right here,
Israel pays the bills around here, or whatever the fuck they're gonna say.
They'd have walked up, hey, here's the camera, here's this piece of paper, read this shit word for word, bar for bar. Sound as sincere as possible, my nigga, because you done fucked up.
And then the host made that bullshit ass apology where he was like, we do have people in the building that have Tourette's and this, that, and the third. We apologize if you were offended. Like, what do you mean if? If
is crazy. I was definitely offended.
The worst. Like, let's keep it a bean. The N-word is the worst word in the history of America. In terms of like, there's no other possible word that you could say to somebody with more history behind it.
There's worse words than like not worse words than that word, but there's worse words that like have crazier meanings that racists have said, and we still. I would rather like you're not gonna call me a coon, but I'd rather that than a nigga, cuz then you call me a nigga to my face, cuz the especially like no. So I watched, it was a white girl arguing. She was like, why can't they do it? And then it clips to a black girl talking, and she was like, we don't care. She was like she said, you know, so she was talking about it, and then she cuts it to a Ryan Davis video, and he said, look, culturally we can say it. You know what I'm saying? I can say nigga all day, every day. Yep. You saying it is racist, no matter what, because you don't have a culture like the culture behind you saying is racist. Like this, I guess there are those few that we have just allowed to say, because you know what I'm saying, one, you just exude nigga all up and down your body. Like if I walked past you and heard you, I think you was a nigga. That like a Paul Wall type white around. Yeah. You hear that? You hear him talking. You wouldn't even, if he said nigga, you wouldn't even notice it was a white dude. You would think it was a nigga talking. They cool. You know what I'm saying? You fine. You grew up and you only been around niggas. You got that pass. You good. But you from like Utah, Wyoming or some shit, you ain't never seen a nigga in your life. Come.
You have no understanding the day-to-day, like.
And it's just like we don't care that it's freedom of speech. And here's where I wish I could give that caveat to all white people. You can say it if you want. Freedom of speech is a thing, but I should be able to freely beat your ass after. It should be I think I said it on Twitter. I said if racism is freedom of speech, right? And you're allowed to say something crazy, I should be allowed to beat your ass right after. There should be no cops. There should be no legal shit. It should be like if you're gonna be able to say something heinously racist to me, I should be able to beat your ass just as heinous. Like tit for tat. If you're like, because we can't like nobody. We're not going back to niggas getting lynched left and right and being scared of white people. One, I think that is like also a huge caveat to white people is that they understand this generation ain't scared of white people. Like I get our grandparents weren't scared of white people, but they were like definitely way more scared of white people than we are. You know what I'm saying? We be talking about racism in front of white folks, loud and proud. Talk about what white people do as white people walking in and out. Niggas do not give a fuck no more. So I feel like there's a shift. Like you're not gonna talk crazy to us and expect that nothing is going to happen. So it's like, look, brother, we get it, and that's why I say you have to apologize. And I get that, I'm glad that he did, if he did or whatever, because it's like, look, we have crazy niggas on our side that take that shit dead ass seriously. And it's getting to a point where it's going to get. I feel like I don't want it to happen, but I feel like it's going to get to a point where some violence is going to happen. And there's going to be some violence on both sides. And now I don't want that to happen. I would rather we could all just talk this shit out and like get and figure out what the actual root of the issue is and why y'all hate us so much. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You all this over here. We was minding our business. You know what I'm saying? Trading with each other. Making the world a better. I watched the video. It was I think he made, and he posed the question, what would the world like had chattel slavery never happened? I thought about it. I was like, well, in America doesn't happen.
America is a superpower.
Like even if America does happen, like I said, it doesn't become a superpower. Like they needed us to build the infrastructure. It's not going to happen. You needed slaves to make money, to make the infrastructure, to give the slave stuff to make shit. So no matter what, you wasn't gonna, like I had a thought. What if the early settlers, right, quote unquote settlers, they come here and they say that they started building houses, right? I have a theory. What if they stole most of the house? Like they say, I think as like from elementary school, they taught us like, okay, Native Americans lived in teepees and shit, but we know that's not true. They know how to build log cabin. Like teepees are really for like ritualistic shit. They don't actually live in them shits. They live.
And then if you're like a nomad type of, like, you got to be able to build some shelter on the fly type shit.
So what if all the cabins that were here were already here, built by the Native Americans, and they just bullied them out their houses?
Yeah. Well, that's a big. It's a big theory. Like that's where what's that? Like, I can't think of the name of the place right now. The place they like when they talk about the Great Wall of China and shit. Like, well, the way that it's built was built to keep, you know, they say it was built to keep people out, but it's really built to keep people in, whatever root to root.
Right.
Like, I can't remember the name. Tartaria. That's so. They're like what is it? The World Fair, some fair in Chicago or whatever, where they had built all these buildings out of plaster and all this other bullshit, and then put them back together or something, or not put them back together. They destroyed them, burnt them down. It's like, but why? The pictures, the mud flood conspiracy and shit. It's like, I think it was some shit here before already, and they got rid of it. They said, no, we built this shit, which is just like, no.
100%.
we don't know because they got rid of all. They've shown that they can get rid of literal history.
Here's like my whole issue with it, right? Is I'm just patterns. You know what I'm saying? I notice patterns within certain shit. Even if I'm not, like, I really need to go back. I don't want to go back to school for it, but I definitely need to start doing some more, like, independent study, just so I can fact check myself. But like, all that I've noticed over years is that architecture doesn't change with culture, or it does change with culture, but not drastically.
Yeah.
They would not like
a few hundred
Europeans weren't making log cabins like that in Europe. Like, you've seen European architecture. We know where you came from. British architecture is not log cabins and shit. Like, no, they're not. There's more of it is stone and shit or whatever, right? There's a lot of stone. The wood that you do use is more for like foundation and shit. I know you. I know how y'all move. I see castles and shit. So you're telling me y'all go from that, and you can say, oh well, and that's cool. That's cool. That's great. But I'm telling you, that shit was already here. Like, we know this because what happened to the houses during the Trails of Tears? I know you didn't like burn them down. Why? They're perfectly good looking, perfectly good houses and whatnot. They're great. They probably stood the test of time. I'm telling you, they stole that shit. They stole that shit. Matter of fact, we know that your architecture is totally different because look at not Slave House, but the Master's House and whatnot. Look at how those look compared to what they say that they look. That they was living in. No, I'm telling you, it's not the same. It's not at all the same. And if you as a people had to use a whole nother people to build up your whole infrastructure, I don't believe that y'all were able to come over here and just start building up these who is it? The Quakers? The Quakers, I believe. I'm saying they was already doing that shit. They was pilgrims and shit. They was literally doing that shit over there. But we know that because I swear they try to change history up. Who is it? Is it Britain? Is it England? It's England that finds us, whatever. England or France or whatever. Y'all they find out by somehow, some way that there's a giant landmass over here. It's not Christopher Columbus. He doesn't even step foot in America. We know that. Somehow, some way, they find out that there's a giant landmass over here. They also found out, oh, okay, cool, that's great. We can just send our undesirable, the fuck niggas that we don't want over there. We gonna put them in ships. All the niggas that like all these dirty niggas, all these broke niggas, we gonna send them niggas over there and make them start some new shit. Like, they actually started doing some shit. Okay, cool. We finna take that shit over again, and the cycle continue. We'll send some slaves out there and actually build up the infrastructure, since they don't actually know what the fuck they're doing. So, like, I subscribe to that more. That England, that the British Empire was more like, look, I'm going to send y'all slaves because y'all suck. You don't know what you're doing, so we're gonna send these niggas over here to build this shit up because y'all suck. You can't do shit on your own. Apparently, I don't see it.
It's interesting, right? Because it's not what it seems initially. It's what history's always taught us, that there's more to it than just what they tell us every time.
It's a lot of gray. It's not black and white. It's a lot of grays. A lot of scheming ass niggas on a lot of different sides.
Like the shit I was talking about, what was it? I was saying I don't subscribe to the shit of like like not slaves, but Africans were already here. Like I do believe that they ventured, you know, they traveled the oceans and shit. Like they circumnavigated, you know, because there's evidence that, you know, there's boats, there's artifacts and material, like
I don't think we was in South America. I don't think we actually migrated up here, to be honest with you.
Now, in the South America or whatever, like, sure, I could subscribe to that, like, because it just the Olmecs, like, it's a lot where it's just like, because we've seen the Spanish, like, we know what the Spanish did. We've seen the Spanish. We see how they look. Because for instance, my assistant manager, me and her were having this full blown conversation about what was it? We were talking about the Bad Bunny halftime show, because she's from Venezuela, but a lot, like, she's telling me how Venezuelans like embrace each other, how they talk to each other, whether, like, for us, we're so sensitive over here, but it's due to the history of the country itself and how people have just been talked to and dealt with all this time. Where you can't just go around, like, she was telling me that they, like, if somebody's like darker skin, you'd be like, little, like, Blackie, come here. And they mean that, they don't mean it like there's a whole ass nursery rhyme that she was telling me her mom sang to her about, like, on some, like, hush, little Blackie, don't cry, because whoever the fuck is gonna come snatch you up, this type of deal, whatever, whoop whoop. And this is what they're singing to the chip, like, dead ass singing to the kids to, like, get them to fall asleep and get them to behave and shit like that.
That's crazy.
They went through the exact same shit we went through, just on a different landmass. But we're having this conversation, and I'm telling her, I'm like, well, I kind of get it from both sides, because my mom is white, my dad is black. There's racial tension, not between those two specifically, but between the two races itself, due to the history and whatnot. So I've gone through a lot of internal, like, not turmoil, but, like, it's clashes internally, in terms of, like, well, I have moments where my black side comes out a little bit more. Then I have moments where my white side comes out a little bit more. And she was saying, well, I have that exact same thing, because I've never been able to really fully explain it or whatever. But she was like, I think her mom is from, like, Spain or some, her people are from somewhere, like, she's lighter than regular Venezuelans. So she has heritage from the Spanish that they call her like the nose or some shit. They say her nose is long and this and that, which it is.
I dated a girl from Spain, like, at Gaylord one time, and she's just full blooded from Spain. Like, no, like, as far as she could tell, there's no European in her bloodline, right? But if you look at her family, like her sister, because she looks adopted, cause, like, she, like I just to be real, she might need to do it. But she said she found a picture like her grandmother, and she looks just like her grandma. Like, well, I'm talking about white as snow, cuz. White as snow. From Spain. Off the motherland of Spain, cuz. White as snow. Her mama's like Mariah's Cantone, but look like her. The dad probably around, like, same, literally just like Mariah's Cantone, but, like, a little bit more shady. So, yeah. But she's just the only, she white, blue-eyed, she the only one, like, they call her Blanca, like, she, the mama said she came out her, but she was white as snow. So it's like, damn, huh? That shit weird.
I'll block the kick. Let's go. It's just, like,
So what you're looking for is the kicker,
That
long snapper to be able to all work.
that shit hit my nigga in the armpit. I forgot what we even started talking about. Oh, well, so like I've seen shit talking about there was evidence that the Vikings were trading with some different tribes over here, because there's like coins and shit, like Nordic coins and shit that shouldn't be here unless they landed here. And then even still, like, it's like, well, they wouldn't have left their coins. They clearly traded.
Them niggas was all over everywhere. I feel like if you were seafaring, you was just like, look, I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna go
gotta
that way.
see.
So I'm saying if it's some land, we gonna what's to it. If they're weird, we gonna attack. If they're not weird, we're not gonna attack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go grab a plate real quick.
It sets up 4th down. They're gonna go. It's Ward. He's got his tight end. That's a Conquo. And he's gonna have a Titans first down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
Gosh, Cam.
Not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Let's get some Spears action in here, man.
2nd and 10. Ward to throw again. Open right side is a Conquo.
Get off.
Out of bounds. Down at the 20.
Another great throw, and
Cameron Ward, the GOAT, the greatest quarterback to ever lace some cleats up.
On 1st and 10, it's
Spears.
And he's in. Tyjae Spears. Touchdown, Tennessee. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
And this week 3, and I just got his first touchdown. So I feel like this is our first time playing in Pittsburgh, but I don't know. So I'm gonna get you to man him up. I'm gonna get you to man the running back up. I want you to come down in the box.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, come on, bro.
Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35.
Why are we going? You know what? I don't want to see what happens with this stuff. I would rather us just get to the quarterback or pick the pass up.
Set him to throw. Metcalf makes the
Hit him anyways.
and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the
Both of y'all
line
blitz.
for first down.
Send 5 at.
He'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth.
We hit.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 12-yard line.
Now, faking the give.
I knew he was going to run some play action bullshit.
This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but
The blitz should work.
he picks up first and goal for his team.
All right, come on, Harris. Let me get a pick. Keep the quarterback in the pocket.
Back to the air one more time.
Good shit.
it's a nice job here.
1 yard gain. Come on.
It's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose.
So we got to play. I'm going to play KJ Bolden right here.
Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage.
Oh, yeah.
Under pressure, and he'll go down.
Smacked his dumb ass.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and
Come
goal.
on. No fucking way he catches that, bro. Who is that?
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
But well, that's why. Okay, the whole positive thing. That's why. Seafaring thing. That's why I think the Africans was probably in South Africa, or not South Africa, South America, or nothing. They was in like America or whatever. They probably because you know what I'm saying. Smart people understand that the further up north you get, it's probably gonna get colder. So they're probably like, it's nice and warm down here.
Shotgun snap for Wolf.
But as you know what I'm saying, you got the old down there, which that's still
Just shy of midfield.
that's still a mystery. It's fine, Because we can find the old man, in their bones or something, and do a DNA test, and find out if they were like, if they were African or not. Won't know.
But yeah, they'd still probably discredit that shit though. They'd be like, no, these are just, it's just the composition of anybody that isn't white. They'd say some stupid shit like that. And that's what they've been doing for the longest time. Well, that stiff arm. Can't believe Mike Tomlin lead the coach anymore. That shit's crazy.
No.
Here we go. Did he lose his? Oh, he didn't.
And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Here we go on fourth with Ward. He's man, right side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
So we got Ollie Gordon.
Down to the 16-yard line.
I was thinking about the Ole Miss.
First and 10.
You know, like, I saw a video. There was some black dude, I think, trying to say that they weren't black or whatever, or they were black. Because everybody's main thing is their nose, and you know the nose looks somewhat Asian only because I think it's the way that the stone is. How you gonna make a nigga nose on stone like that? I guess fully, right? And we don't know what nigga noses look like on stone because they cut all our nigga noses off on stone. So, you know what I'm saying? That we don't. How we know what it like architecturally it looks like on stone? But if you look at the picture, if you look at the stone heads, isn't it like all the same nigga? Like they all look the same, right? So what if it's just either? What if it's like their deity? Or like they're like highest nigga that, you know what I'm saying, the original Olmec nigga that started their shit. And they just commemorized him as their head. That's just what he looked like. Because, you know what I'm saying, we don't know what anyone else would have looked like. I doubt they all look like this smush-faced nigga. on the fucking stone, so no disrespect to whoever that was, but you know what I'm saying. Hey, it's been a smooth few 100,000 years. So hey, you can't take a joke, brother. It's a. But that's what I'm telling you. The day a nigga create some sort of third-person technology to where I can go back in time, I'm on that shit, cuz. And I'm gonna come back, and I'm not telling nobody but my niggas and my family. But look, they lying to me.
They gonna send a test run in there. He gonna come back talking about like all the shit. Like it was really niggas running around back then. They be like, no, shut it down. Mm-hmm. Fuck that. You can't let that hit the public.
She gonna come back. I go to Africa, right? I go to Africa. You think they said they were savages. They said there was nothing there. Nigga, well I'm telling you they was flying, cuz. Nigga had a spaceship, cuz. Nigga was flying around, cuz. What the fuck is you talking about? That helicopter? The helicopter? They had that shit, cuz. No, shut it down. He knows too much. Put him down. He also has to die. He will have to get shot.
He has to die. It's crazy.
I get cut. Especially because if they fuck up and they send a black man back in time, right?
Oh yeah.
Which they're not gonna do. They're gonna send a white man. Because
he gonna tell them what they want to hear.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But a nigga gonna come back. That nigga gonna come back changed, He gonna come back a changed man. Cause you know, time flow is different. On me, he gonna see the portal. Nah, I'm good.
They be like,
No
what's,
good. It's
oh, they gonna see him walk out the portal. They like, which portal you come from? Are you from Memphis?
What
like,
you mean?
what?
Yeah, no, we got Portal Tech. So where's your portal located? Oh,
You been on that?
so what year is this? This is 30,000. It's 30,000.
Yeah. It's like no. They ask you. So what year are you from? It's about 2026. Oh, this is way before that. You know Jesus? Yeah, he ain't even born yet. Oh, damn. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They can be like,
Nigga tell me that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not going back, huh? I'm staying here. Fuck what they got going.